7:47 p.m. The subway shakes, its brakes screeching like a trapped whale. Sofia clutches the sheet music to her chest, the crumpled paper trembling in her hands. A stranger on the platform stares at her, eyes fixed as if he knows every note she played. The melody in her mind is deafening, chords that aren't hers but scream danger. It was already written, but not by her. Sofia feels the carriage sway, the air thick as before a storm. The crowd around her seems oblivious, but the stranger doesn't look away. The music speeds up, a warning she can't decipher. Sofia tries to stand, but her legs feel heavy, as if the melody is pinning her to the seat. The stranger raises a hand, pointing at the envelope in her lap. The carriage lights flicker, and, for a moment, she swears he's gone. The sheet music pulses, warm against her skin. She played too far. The train stops abruptly, and the silence is worse than the noise. Sofia looks out the window, seeing only her reflection and his. In the background, where he shouldn't be, you're in Tales of the Watcher, where fates are glimpsed, not told, and every step you take is seen by eyes you'll never meet. The air hums with secrets, daring you to listen. Stick around, subscribe for the journey, and in today's story, Sofia, 32, a jingle composer, navigates the subway at 6:15 a.m. The carriage smells of stale coffee mixed with damp metal, an odor that stings the nostrils. She's ordinary, large glasses, cheap earphones, a notebook where she scribbles melody, ideas. Yet her eyes catch details, the irregular tick-tock of a watch, a passenger gripping their bag too tightly. A forgotten brown envelope with crumpled edges catches her attention on the seat beside her. She hesitates before picking it up, glancing around to see if anyone claims it. The envelope feels heavy, as if holding more than paper. Inside, an untitled sheet of music, notes stopping mid-phrase. The handwriting is precise, almost obsessive, with no signature. Sofia tucks it into her backpack, feeling an unexplained chill. At the station, a distant violin sound echoes, but no one else seems to notice. Sofia clutches her notebook, her heart beating out of rhythm. She steps off the train, but feels eyes watching her from the crowd. The envelope feels heavier now, as if urging her to open it again. Something was out of place, she thinks, unsure why. At home, she spreads the sheet music on the table, the notes oddly familiar, like an echo of something she's heard before. She tries playing a phrase on her keyboard but stops. The sound is dissonant, wrong, like a disguised warning. Outside, the city is quiet, but a sharp wind slips in, stirring the curtains. Sofia closes her eyes, but the melody lingers in her mind. The clock in the living room ticks loudly, in sync with the subways, though she doesn't notice. A neighbor knocks, delivering a stray newspaper. The headline mentions a minor subway line accident. Sofia reads, and her stomach tightens. The envelope on the table seems to pulse, as if aware she opened it. In the shower, she tries to forget, but the falling water sounds like cascading notes. The sheet music, still on the table, looks more disheveled, as if someone touched it. Sofia puts on a robe and checks the door lock, but everything's in place. Or almost. Her notebook is open to a page she doesn't recall writing. She tries to work, composing a jingle for a client, but the sheet music's notes creep into her melody. The client calls, complaining about a weird sound in the demo. Sofia hangs up, confused, and hears the kitchen radio playing something like the sheet music. Static cuts it off, and the silence that follows is heavy. At night, lying in bed, Sofia hears the clock's tick-tock, now louder. She dreams of an empty subway, except for the stranger from the platform, holding an identical envelope. He doesn't speak, but the melody is in his eyes. Sofia wakes, the envelope still on the table as if it never left. Sofia tries to ignore the sheet music, but the notes draw her back. She plays a section on the keyboard, and the melody is hypnotic, almost alive, guiding her fingers. That night, she dreams of a bridge collapsing, cars plunging into a dark river. She wakes sweating, the room cold. By morning, the radio confirms the bridge fell just like the notes she played. She laughs nervously, calling it a coincidence. But the delivery guy, dropping off groceries, says out of nowhere, "Ever feel like you knew something was coming?" Sofia locks the door, her stomach churning. The sheet music is on the table, as if never put away. She tries to throw it out, but stops at the last moment. The next day she plays another line. Another dream, a fire in a building, flames reflected in shattered windows. By morning, the TV shows the same building, now ashes. The clock's tick-tock grows louder, as if counting down to something. Sofia avoids the keyboard, but the melody echoes in her mind. In the subway, she sees the stranger again. A few cars away, always watching. He says nothing, but his eyes follow her as if he knows her dreams. Sofia grips her notebook, the sheet music crumpled inside. An old woman beside her mutters about music that shouldn't be played. Sofia gets off. At the wrong station, heart racing. Back at her apartment, the sheet music looks different. A new note has appeared, one she didn't write. The radio plays a similar melody, cut off by static. Sofia feels the air grow heavy, as if the music is in the room with her. She closes the sheet music, but the sound persists, coming from nowhere. At work, a colleague notices her distraction, humming something he's never heard. Sofia stops, surprised. She didn't realize she was humming. He laughs, but his eyes waver, as if he heard something off. Sofia heads home early, the envelope in her bag feeling warmer. On the street, a poster advertises a local concert, showing a piano in flames. Sofia stops, heart pounding. The poster doesn't mention the sheet music, but the drawn notes are identical to hers. She tears it down, but pieces fall like confetti, each with a note. At night, she dreams of the stranger, now holding a keyboard. He plays the sheet music, and the sound matches the subway, the radio, her dreams. Sofia wakes with her hands in the air as if playing. The sheet music is open on the table. Despite her swearing, she locked it away. Sofia can't sleep anymore. Each note she adds to the sheet music brings a vivid dream. A scream in an alley, a runaway car, a figure in the rain. Each dream becomes news. A robbery, an accident, a disappearance. The clock in the living room seems to speed up, ticking away the time left. She sees the stranger in the subway every day now, always in the same grey coat. He never approaches but leaves something on the seat, a note with one word, "Continue." Sofia tears it up, but the melody doesn't stop. She plays more, desperate to understand what's happening. That night, the sheet music predicts something bigger, a train crash with her inside. The notes are clear, as if the music knows her name. Sofia tries to stop, but her fingers play on, their own, as if guided. The stranger appears in her dream on the platform, pointing at her. A neighbor knocks, worried about the keyboard noise at midnight. "You okay? It sounded like someone was with you." Sofia denies it, but finds a new note slipped under her door. "Finish or stop." The clock ticks loudly and she feels the subway in her head. Though she's home, the melody shifts. Now, a command, not a warning. Sofia plays the final note, and the dream shows the train derailing, glass shattering around her. She wakes screaming, the keyboard on by itself. Through the window, the stranger is on the street, looking up. Sofia shuts the curtains, but the music persists. In the subway, the stranger is closer, in the same car, but no one else notices. He leaves another note on the seat beside her. "You've already played the end." Sofia crumples it, but the words echo with the melody. The train stops, and she runs for the exit, stumbling. At home, she tries calling a friend, but the line is full of static, with the sheet music's notes in the background. Sofia hangs up, locking all the windows. The hallway mirror reflects something behind her, but when she turns, nothing's there. The clock's tick-tock is now a hammering. In the next dream, the train derails, but she's not inside. She's on the platform, watching. The stranger is beside her, playing an invisible piano. "Did you finish?" he asks, and Sofia wakes with a scream. The sheet music is on her bed, open to a final page she never saw. Sofia burns the sheet music in the backyard, watching the flames consume the paper. The melody, though, stays in her head, as if etched into her bones. She swears never to play again, locking the keyboard in a closet. Days later, a new envelope arrives by mail, identical to the first. Inside, the same sheet music, with an extra measure. The note inside reads, "The music doesn't end with you." Sofia looks through the fogged window. For a moment in the reflection, she sees the stranger now closer on the sidewalk. She locks the door, but the phone rings. A deep voice asks, "Did you finish the symphony?" Sofia hangs up, but the ringing resumes insistent. She unplugs the phone, but the sound persists, coming from within the walls. The clock in the living room ticks loudly. Outside, the street is empty, but a cold wind carries a faint piano sound. She grabs her bag, heart racing, and leaves the apartment. She doesn't know where she's going, only that she needs to escape. On the stairs, she finds another envelope, her name written in the sheet music's handwriting. Sofia hesitates, but doesn't open it. Not yet. At the subway station, the stranger is there on the opposite platform, smiling as if he knows her destination. Sofia boards the train, the envelope in her bag. The doors close, and the melody starts again, louder, as if the train is singing it. In the carriage, a passenger drops a newspaper. The headline warns of a train crash predicted for today. Sofia glances at the clock, 7:46. She tries to leave, but the doors won't open. The stranger is outside, watching her through the glass. Sofia opens the envelope, unable to resist. The new sheet music has just one line, titled with her name. She reads the notes, and the melody begins, now within her. The train speeds up, and the clock's tick-tock fades, replaced by silence. Back in the empty apartment, the radio turns on by itself. It plays the sheet music's melody, now complete, as if someone finished it. On the table, a new envelope appears, no address, waiting for the next to open it. Some songs choose their players. Sofia ran, but the music stayed, waiting. This is Tales of the Watcher, where shadows tell what eyes can't see.